Good evening, folks. Thanks for tuning in as usual. This is the progress video on the Monogram 124th Chevrolet Citation Turbo 1980-1981 model year. I was feeling it, so I just told myself, let's go ahead and get it built. I had some ideas for it. The more difficult thing about this one in particular was figuring out what color I was going to paint the car. I was looking at different colors. I saw silver and black. I thought that looked good. I saw silver by itself. I saw a lot of maroon ones, and I gave it some more thought, and I just locked into the maroon with the maroon interior. I just thought it was the best for this, so lo and behold, that's what I did. So I did it in a Rust-Oleum gloss cranberry. That's the body color. And then for the interior is actually a two-tone. I used a new color that I picked up called Satin Claret Wine, which is the leather parts, you know, the dash, the seats, the door panels, etc., the steering column. So that's what I achieved using this color. And then for the carpet, I used Duplicolor vinyl and fabric burgundy, because this is actually a flat color, so it doesn't have a shine at all really, so it makes perfect for carpeting. So that's what I used to duplicate carpeting. Anyway, so let's start off with the body here. So here's your coupe, your 1980-1981 Citation coupe body in the gloss burgundy color, and it looks really good, very sharp. It's a beater daily driver, so it's got a lot of wear. You know, it's 40-plus-year-old car. So anyway, here's the engine bay. I decided to paint my inner fenders a semi-gloss black. There's your coolant overflow reservoir and your battery right there to the left. And there's your, I guess those are your, I forgot what those bars are called, your, I guess they're stabilizer bars or something. I don't know the exact name off the top of my head, but anyway, you get the idea. So I did do some nice weathering on the side here and on the back. I gave it some nice wood, or not wood grain, road grime there. So I was actually going to add some road grime where the gas tank door is too, so I'll do that later. I had some paint chip off right here, so I decided to fill that in with some rust, so it looks like it rusted there. There's your tail lights there. They painted pretty well. I used my Sharpie markers to color them in, and you can see I really grimed up the rear bumper there. Typical, right? So yeah, that's the body. I'm not going to use the decals on this one based on their given their age. I just don't trust that they're not going to fall apart on me, and I'm fine with it not having the turbo decals on it. So I wanted it to look pretty basic anyway. So that's your body there, and then let's get on to the interior. And as I said, I did two different colors with the interior. I wanted to duplicate some wear on the leather seats there. That's what the black is there, the flat black I used. And of course the top of the armrests, I gave them that wear look from constantly having your arms on it. So yeah, it came out really good. It looks like a real 80s car interior. You know, especially when they were that burgundy color, it really looks the part. You can see that dash with the rare vertical stereo system there, and yeah, I believe that's the turn signal. One of the bigger stock there broke off on me. I had to glue it back on a couple of times. You can actually see where the paint wore off on the steering wheel there. Hey, it only adds character to it, you know. Same happened at the top of the driver's seat. You can see where the paint got chipped. It only makes it look more realistic and worn. So yeah, there's your ashtrays in the back that used to annoy our parents back in the day. I remember doing that. Yeah, no, this is a fun car. What I'm really impressed with on this one alone is that they actually included the ignition switch. Most car kits or truck kits that I've built where the ignition switch is supposed to be on the steering column has always been absent. They just didn't include it on there, which I think is a bummer. I mean, the more detail, the better, right? So, yeah, and then you can see where the carpet's worn and not so much in the back, but yeah, so that's the interior. I think you guys will really like that interior on this. All right, now let's move on to the chassis, and of course you gotta have a worn out chassis on this thing. The exhaust is nice and rusted out. There's your catalytic converter, minimal rust development on the side there. There's your fuel tank with some road grime on it, and that's where your spare tire would go. You can see your muffler is rusting and all that good stuff. I'm really impressed with it. The what is that called? I think they call that a CV axle, right, for front wheel drive. Here's your worn out and dirty CV axle. You can see on the boots I got them nice and the boots I got them nice and dirty. There's some rust buildup on your lower control arms and all that good stuff. The cross member. There's your front springs there. I did install them backwards. So far it hasn't affected anything. So yeah, I did make a mistake when I installed them, but so far everything's all right. I really gave the wheels a nice wear and some wash, especially the right, the left rear. The left rear looks the worst. So yeah, that's the chassis for you. All right, let's see. Here's the little transverse V6 engine there. Now on the engine, I wanted the engine to have its, dirt and some weathering. In fact, the valve covers, I stained them heavily on the bottom and the back of the valve covers along the back of the heads. Valve cover gasket leakage, so that's what that replicates there. What I did do, because I wanted to also show that some parts had been recently replaced. It has a new alternator, new belt. The pulleys I'll probably dirty the pulleys up a little bit, new power steering pump. So you get the basic idea. New distributor cap. Another thing was the turbo. I decided that it would have a new turbo dropped in, so I did not rust it out or anything. It's clean. So yeah, you get the idea. It's a work in progress vehicle. Let's check out the firewall. There's the firewall. I gave it some rust on the underside of the the brake booster. You can see the rest of the firewall. I give it a nice dry brushing of road grime wear on there. So there's your master cylinder, all nicely detailed. The firewall is pretty impressive on this kit. And here goes your radiator with your electric fan. It's pretty nice and detailed there. I just colored that in with the fins. I just colored in with a silver marker. Pretty easy. I black washed the grille, and you can see the headlight lenses there and your turn signal ambers. Painted the Chevy logo yellow. So that's your grille. And here's your front bumper. I did the same thing with the front bumper. I did some road grime wear on that too. And of course, same with the hood. I did a dry brushing there. You can see there, and it looks like just your typical dirt buildup. So, all right. So that's pretty much the gist of it all. You get the basic idea. I've enjoyed building it. It's been pretty fun. Now it's time to get it all put together, and then go from there. This was definitely a fun build, and I like it because it's a little different. There's not a lot of front wheel drive kits out there, so it's nice to kind of switch it up. I did break the exhaust. I was trying to bend it upward, and I'll glue it on and get it fixed. But yeah, you can see the better view of the front wheel drive CV axle there. So yep. All right, guys. So once I get this all built up, we'll get the slideshow of it, and that'll be that. Thanks for watching.